Now, this is something I would love to see SWTOR having an issue with. Oh my goodness. I really would. Hello my friends, Boomy here once again with another video for you, my gaming brothers and sisters, my brothers and sisters in Star Wars The Old Republic, and within Final Fantasy XIV. How are you all doing? Consider this like your introductory into something I will probably be doing in the future because reasons. My friends, there's a lot going on in the MMO world. There's a lot, and it's been a long time. I don't think I've actually, to be honest with you, ever seen what's happening these days happening now before in the past. Yes. Final Fantasy XIV. Not a brand new game. It's been out, what, 2010? Something like that? It's an older game, but it has seen one heck of a resurgence. Yeah, it's crazy. From, like I said in my drive video earlier today, or yesterday, from not having the server keys to be able to get people onto servers, running out of digital keys, to just the overwhelming amount of people playing this game, a game that I've been playing a couple weeks before it went uber popular, from thousands and thousands and thousands of people running away from World of Warcraft, and maybe some from SWTOR and other MMOs as well, because of the hype that's been generated by streamers and just by word of mouth and whatnot. They've been going to Final Fantasy XIV, and the lead director producer, I'm going to butcher this name. I am so sorry. Naoki Yoshida actually came out and talked about it. So, I mean, I'm telling you, this is a problem I would love SWTOR to have. I really do. And I want us SWTOR players to look at this, and I want SWTOR and BioWare to look at this and go like, how can we grab onto the refugees from World of Warcraft and other games? How can we get them into our games? I want them to really think about it, and I'm sure other games are looking at this going like, how can we benefit? But let's get into the article. If you've been following Final Fantasy XIV, even within the last month, you might notice that the MMO's common areas, they're crazy busy. There's freaking cat girls and bunny girls everywhere. The place is freaking crowded, and I love seeing that. This is thanks to a multitude of factors, but Final Fantasy XIV is seeing a great population growth in the wake of it today. Naoki, I apologize, Yoshida, the MMO's producer, took to the official website to address this trend. In case you've missed it, Final Fantasy XIV has been seeing a huge surge in popularity due in part to multiple factors, some of it being popular streamers like Asmongold has been streaming it. I know Bellular has been streaming it as well from World of Warcraft. I don't know if Preach has. I really haven't paid attention to that part. But some popular people, especially in the World of Warcraft area, have been streaming this game and talking a lot about it. And that has really given it speed. But Yoshida states that the population growth, particularly on the NA and EU server regions, have been both staggering and unexpected. That it has resulted in player login issues as well as character creation problems. Yoshida apologized for the issue, stating that the team is working to raise simultaneous login caps for the different data centers across Final Fantasy XIV. Now, I'll be honest, anytime I log into 14, I'm in a queue. I'm in a line to get in. And I think the most has been 100, but typically it's about 19 to 30, and it doesn't really take that long. But the last time I experienced server waits or queue lines was in World of Warcraft during their launch of an expansion when everything broke. I don't remember ever experiencing that in SWTOR. At least I just can't remember. But that says a lot. That says a lot. And I can't even make new characters on a server. I can't. I just can't. So, which is sad because I have friends on different servers, but I was an idiot and wanted to re-roll too. But anyways, he says, as mentioned above, Final Fantasy XIV is currently experiencing a dramatic increase in its player base. This increase is not only limited to the global version served by the Japanese, North American, and European data centers, but also the locally operated Chinese and Korean versions as well. Recently, we have experienced record user numbers in all regions, with a vast amount of new players beginning their adventures. In particular, the increase in North America and EU region players over the past 2 weeks has been both so staggering and unexpected. that many players are now having difficulty logging in or creating new characters due to server congestion, and for this, we deeply apologize. I love seeing this type of stuff from developers who deeply apologize. I remember back in the day when World of Warcraft would do that, and people would get their subscription money back for that month. They would do that. You would not see that anymore these days from World of Warcraft, let me tell you that for sure. He continues, effectively, the team is working to ensure that players log into Final Fantasy XIV quickly and without issue. However, it's not an easy fix for sure. Recently, the team was able to increase the number of simultaneous logins on the North American servers, though a pending server upgrade for their European counterparts is delayed, partially due to physical shortages because of the thing. Some stopgaps have been implemented, such as the new AFK logout timer as part of the recently released patch 5.58, or 5.58. Yeah, that's what I said. I thought I put another point in there, which will see players kicked if AFK for too long. And this is, well, I like this. I actually like this. I have, in my travels, 14 and in other MMOs, there is sometimes you just see people, they're just sitting there. They're not moving. They're not doing anything. They're probably heating up Hot Pockets or dealing with the family crisis or whatnot. But I do kind of I actually agree with this idea that if they're there too long, kick them out so new players can get into the server and have fun and experience the game. I think that's a great compromise. I really do. They said this is to ensure that other players who are ready to play can jump in, and Yoshi P states that this will further be iterated on as the Square Enix team prepares for the onslaught of players for Endwalker, with their latest expansion is coming out this fall. Naoki Yoshida mentions that while this might not be popular with players, it is, however, a great way to combat server congestion. He states, "We understand that this feature will not be the most popular with our players, but would like to assure you that it is an effective means to temporarily combat congestion. We apologize for any inconvenience its implementation may cause, and thank you for bearing with us to ensure that the game remains accessible during these times. The team is hard at work at solving the issues of the influx of new players can more fully enjoy Final Fantasy XIV, while Yoshida takes the blame for being unable to predict the current influx of new players." I mean, honestly, how? Before Asmongold got into Final Fantasy XIV, I don't think there's really any tremors, tremors in the force to say, hey, Yoshida, guess what? You're going to get hundreds of thousands of people to start playing your game like crazy. You should probably prepare for that. No, so that's awesome that he's taking the blame for this. I don't think it can be squarely put on his shoulders. I just think it's a thing that they did not see coming. There was no wind, and then next thing you know, Asmond is talking to Zepla, who's a big content creator in the 14 community. They're talking to there, and then he's like, okay, I think it was like July 3rd, I'll do Final Fantasy 14. Maybe they should have prepared and should have kind of thought about it, but who knows? Hindsight's always 20/20. But I think this is really cool, and it was great to know that they will be diligently to ensure that the burden is lightened in the weeks and months to come. So this is what's going on in Final Fantasy XIV right now. If you're trying to log in, you're having a lot of issues. It's because there's so many more people also trying to log in at the same time. So they're trying to get servers upgraded so that more people can get in at the same time. It's just a thing. They don't want to destroy the servers because they have to put a cap on the server, on the limit of how many people can get onto the server without the server, melting down and dying. But also, one could argue they probably need to add more servers, but that's kind of hard these days because there's so many things that are out of stock and it's hard to get. I'm still trying to wrap my mind around that one. But it is. There's a shortage of some things, especially in the technology world as well. But there is a lot going on in Final Fantasy XIV. A lot of people from World of Warcraft flooding over. Maybe some people from SWTOR. Who knows? I don't know. Maybe from ESO. I don't know. But I think this is a great opportunity for BioWare to look at this and go like, how can we capitalize on this? How can we do this? We have our 10-year anniversary coming up around the corner. What can we do to bring that type of excitement to the SWTOR world? I think that's something they really need to look at and really need to get into and just deep dive and figure out how they can excite people enough to get in and enjoy the wonderful story that is the Old Republic. So there you have it, my friends. A lot going on in 14, a lot going on in the MMO world. all together. So put your comments in the comment section below. Have you been experiencing a lot of this stuff if you play 14? If you don't, have you seen a lot more people coming on the SWTOR? In fact, I have seen a lot more people coming in the SWTOR, and that's great because streamers are, for some reason, latching on to other MMOs. Welcome to the Old Republic world, and I hope you enjoy your stay. But yeah, leave your comments in the comment section below. Make sure you hit that like button. The more likes we get, the more the algorithm likes us. Hit the share button, hit the bell notification button. And of course, as always, make sure you hit the subscribe button. Become part of the family here at Booming Nation, the freak show of YouTube, the black sheep of gaming. And as always, my friends, learn to be kind. It's about community. And don't forget to spay and neuter your Lalafels. And we'll see you later, my friends. Good day.